Thanks, Zina. Hi, Lukhanyo. Hi, Kwagga. Hope you guys are well there. Lukhanyo, having played last week and now traveling to New Zealand and facing the All Blacks, how are you feeling about that in terms of the travel and being ready for Saturday?
Yeah, Shwag, I think coming from a game last week, I think how I really feel, I feel in a good condition. We got here, kind of recovered and, and started, straight into it. So it's not really an issue. I think we've done it, multiple times over the seasons. And New Zealand players as well, I think they went through the similar conditions. They played all the way in Argentina and flew in, just the other day. So yeah, really feeling good.
Stephen?
Thanks, Z. Morning, guys. Lukhanyo, the team that played last weekend, obviously there's a lot of changes, but it's a heck of a standard that was set. What do you think you can do to kind of, in terms of performance, build on that? What are the areas that you can possibly still fine-tune after great performance?
Yeah, I think over the camps that we had, I think we had quite enough time to gel and prepare as much as we could. And I think going to this week with a couple of changes in the team, I hope we'll be able to take the momentum and bring it in for this game. But as much as we played well, there were obviously certain places that we feel maybe we could have done better. But this weekend we're facing a different side. So we will be having a different challenge, compared to the Aussies. But we all know, our when I say big rocks, our strengths, in the team. So we will focus more on that, our set piece work and forwards, creating opportunities for us as backs and just trying to capitalize on that. So there's not a lot that we can change. We'll just focus on what we're good at and just try and making it better.
Ati?
Thanks, Zina. Evening, guys. Morning, colleagues. My question is for Lukhanyo. Lukhanyo, just wanted to ask on a personal note right now, where are you in terms of finding your rhythm? We know last year's injury sort of kind of like set you back, but then where are you right now in terms of just hitting that peak performance of form that you showed last year?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm one game in. I don't want to really look, deep into it. But getting another opportunity this week, I really feel like, I'm in a good space, in the team. And yeah, for me, I want to, serve the team and serve where I'm needed. So I just want to, get my confidence, and try getting to where I was. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy where I'm at.
Percy?
Goeiemôre collega's, goeiemôre Lukhanyo, goeiemôre Kwagga. Kwagga, kan ek vir jou vinnige vraag vra in Afrikaans vra dan? Jou afroters gister kategories gevra deur een van die plaaslike media is dat of New Zealand hulle aura verloor het en hy was baie duidelik dit kan nie die geval wees, hulle bly nog steeds 'n gedigte land. Is deel jy daai sentiment en kan ek vir jou vra, is dit makliker vir julle wat deesdae nie meer so gereeld teen New Zealand speel, jy weet in Japan speel en spelers wat nou deesdae in Europa speel om teen 'n soort van 'n onbekende All Black span of New Zealandse spelers te speel in aanloop tot hierdie toets?
Ja, ek dink New Zealand is 'n goeie span en ek dink hulle sal nooit hulle aura verloor nie. Ek dink elke wedstryd wat teen hulle gespeel word, Suid-Afrika teen New Zealand, gaan altyd 'n harde wedstryd wees. So ons weet die naweek gaan ook nie maklik wees nie en dit gaan hard wees en hulle gaan alles gee. Ek bedoel hulle is by hulle tuisgrond, so hulle wil natuurlik wen voor hulle toeskouers. Ja, ek dink om nie meer in Super Rugby te speel nie is eintlik, ek weet nie, ek mis dit half. So mens leer die spelers meer ken as jy teen hulle speel deur 'n kompetisie en jy ken hulle bietjie beter, waar jy nou soos jy sê is nou 'n bietjie onbekend, maar dit kan dalk tot die voordeel ook wees. Maar ek dink ons fokus maar op ons gameplan en ons probeer maar analiseer en maak seker dat ons die spelers ken en dat ons reg is vir die wedstryd Saterdag.
Guys, we're going to take some questions from the floor, and if there is time to come back before the next two come in, then we'll switch back to the online questions. Questions over here, guys?
Hey guys, first time New Zealand with the Springboks, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that different from previous tours?
No, I don't think there's a big difference. I think it's going to be an epic match over the weekend. I think both teams had a good performance last weekend, and it's about now it's going to be one or another. So it's going to be a tough game, and I think it's going to really be nice rugby to watch and be really exciting for the fans to watch.
Is it less daunting that you're playing, not playing at Eden Park?
Yeah, definitely, but it's a new venue and it's a new place to play, and I think the class of rugby will still be the same no matter where it's played, and it's going to be a really high tempo game and a really good game.
You always miss the New Zealand Super Rugby connection.
Yeah, that's actually what the Afrikaans question is. Yeah, definitely. I think you get to learn players better and you get to know them better. And like I say, it's a huge level of competition when you play Super Rugby against each other. But now also it's something else, getting to play maybe once or twice a year against each other. And it's like I say, I always love it playing against the All Blacks because it brings out the best in you. They're a really good side, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, is this the biggest rivalry in world rugby?
Some people would disagree with me, but I definitely think so. Personally, for me, it's my biggest rivalry. If I play against the All Blacks, me and Adi has played against each other on the 27th and international and Super Rugby. So for me, it's the game that I really want to play every year.
And I'm saying that says you're not a real Springbok until you've played the All Blacks. Is that still true for you guys?
Yeah, it's difficult for me to say, but yeah, I think playing against the All Blacks is your ultimate test at this moment, and the other teams are also bringing it, but the rivalry and the history behind it is really big, and that makes it such an iconic game.
Yeah. What did you make of obviously the strategy to send a bunch of players over there first and then link up together for this test? What do you make of that strategy?
Yeah, I think it's a strategy we've also used in the past. We know the traveling, does affect, you and in terms of preparation as well. Only getting you on a Tuesday, having almost like a short week to prepare. So it's definitely a thing that we thought it would play in our advantage in terms of preparation wise. Yeah, it's something we've done before, which really helped us.
And Kwagga, way that I think All Blacks, mostly the New Zealand rugby public would see All Blacks Springboks clashes is that they're going to be decided on set piece, discipline and penalties. Is that how you guys approach clashes with the All Blacks, or is it a bit different?
Yeah, definitely. I think any close game, it's going to be about discipline and who's using the opportunities the most. I think set piece creates you a lot of opportunities. But I think these days the game is so quick. It's all about who used the opportunities and who doesn't use the opportunities, or who denies the other team to use the opportunities. So I think it's a difficult game to call on which aspects it's going to go down. We'll have to wait and see on that.
Where do you guys see potential weaknesses?
Oh, they're a good team. I wouldn't say they have a lot of weaknesses or any weaknesses. It's good. You got to be on your game on the day and make sure that you fire and that you don't get disrupted by them, letting them play their game. So you stick to your guns and stick to what you know and how you play the game.
Lukhanyo, I mentioned before about how you guys aren't playing Super Rugby against the young teams anymore, but have you still been keeping an eye on what's been happening over here on Super Rugby itself? And if so, what?
Yeah, I think I definitely do still, follow a bit of Super Rugby. I think the competitions are just, different with us playing the North and kind of missing, the style of play, that's here down in the South. But as much as we're not in it, it's also almost like a good and the bad, side of the competition. But yeah, we we really, I could say excited, being, down here playing New Zealand. They're very, good quality side. As much as we don't get to face the players anymore in Super Rugby, at least we do get opportunity to be playing them at least once or twice.
What are those biggest differences between Super Rugby and the US?
I think in the north, it's more set piece, technical, aerial, territorial. Whereas I think Super Rugby, the conditions, it's much faster. The ball doesn't work. Balls got moved around quite more. So I think it's those small margins and small differences in the two competition.
Look, just for our media back home, can you just give us a nice quote about what you're expecting the weekend and how big the rivalry is between the sides?
Kule mpelaveki kube sidlala ne-New Zealand izaba ilidaba elikhulu kakhulu for thina. I think i-team zombini kule weekend isiphuma kuyo sibonise umdlalo omhle kakhulu. Kodwa ke thina singamabhongo nje size apha siyazi sizokwenza umsebenzi and izoba i-game ezathi enhle for ubukela ne-game ezabe nathi singabadlali ezosichallenge. So ke nathi si-excited kakhulu for uphuma komgqibelo siyojongana nala madoda.
Do you have memories of watching All Black Springbok tests when you were younger? And if so, what stands out?
Yeah, I think for me, as a young kid watching the game, grew up with rugby, obviously in South Africa, same as New Zealand. It's the big thing. As a kid growing up, I remember watching the haka for the first time, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And then it grew on me, and it's about the challenge, and yeah, I really love it. And facing the haka my first time also was incredible, and a memory that will always stick with me.
Quite so much is made of the battle between the two forward packs when it comes to Springboks and the All Blacks. Who do you reckon the scariest member of the All Blacks forward pack?
Oh, that's a really difficult question. I think it depends on who they're picking, but I must say Audie is a big driver in that pack. He's always been a good player, and I look up to him. He's the same age as me, and we played against each other. But he's a really quality player, and I really think he's done well for himself, and he keeps his standard up high.
And who do you think's the scariest in your pack?
Well, I think if you take out tight five, all of them are scary. So yeah, it's going to be a big one this weekend.